I'm Juanita, and welcome back to the Knit Guru. This is my house. You may be wondering, why am I doing this voiceover in this wind? Well, it's because it's incredibly windy. And I just want to show you the house. I wanted to have this great intro planned. See how it's painted? I didn't paint that. This bit over here, I did manage to hammer in a couple of nails. Three. It was with a nail gun. Over here, I held some bits. This fascia board, I did paint this. This is all before I got my concussion. So, I stood there, I did my painting, then it got stuck up there. Have I done anything else? Well, no. No, I haven't. But it did lead me to this realization. And I'm going to take you along and show you. So here we go. This painting here, all of this painting, has been done primarily by my father-in-law. We're talking long hours, multiple coats, while I have been out of action, unable to do anything. It's not finished, so I'm not going to say shame on him, but he did manage to get it all done so that we could get the scaffolding taken away, because the scaffolding was really, really expensive. Um, and it looks so good. Like, I did paint a little bit of the bit up the top there, but mostly all of this is him, and Father's Day's coming up, and so it's time to make him a hat.
So, all in all, it's a terribly windy day. It's a terribly windy day, and I do need to film this today because today also happens to be Father's Day. And in being Father's Day, I do need to acknowledge the supreme help of the father-in-law, who has done so much of the painting. I mean, I did a little bit of the painting on the side that you can see, but mostly I've been out of action with concussion. I did paint the grey under the guttering, so, have done something, but it's Father's Day. So what are we going to do because it's Father's Day? Well, I made the man a hat, didn't I? Because for his birthday his birthday at some point last year, I think. What are you doing, you weird dog? I made him a pair of socks. So socks were off the table. So I have made him this hat. Now, and in making this hat, I've made it out of an alpaca blend with kid mohair. I mean, it's very soft. It's very lovely. I'm not sure whether or not it's masculine enough, but I'll give you some close-ups of what the stitches look like. And I did remember to film a tutorial because it was several processes along the way. This was not Mark 1 of this hat. This is like Mark 7 or 8 of this hat, because it turns out that concussion is hard, and I'm just thankful that I can knit. Seeing that Aspen from Made in the Moment had concussion and couldn't knit for 6 months, I'll take not being able to crochet for a month or however long it was over not being able to knit for 6 months. Like, that's crazy. But I do still get nauseous when I go to bend down and tie up my shoes, so I am wearing a lot of Crocs. Anyway, let's talk about this hat. If you want to make this hat, you're going to need 4mm circular needles. Now, I used a 40 centimeters, but it might be a 60 centimeter fixed cable needle. It didn't need to be that. It could be anything. I normally just use the green cord with the Knit Pro Zing. Just I know that you're crashing my video, bruh. I know that you are. But if I take my hat off, bro, what we've got here is we've got, I never bother blocking my hats, so it would look better if it was blocked, but I just don't see the point. It's going on ahead. So I think it's a ladder stitch. Basically what it is it's two alternating rows all the way through. It is an easy knit, and it comes up with this texture really quickly. It's not reversible. Well, I mean, it is reversible, but it's not, if that makes sense. Like, this side looks fine, but it's the inside. So it's not a reversible pattern, but it is kind of a cool pattern nonetheless. It does have what I like a hat to have in some horizontal stretch, so that it will hold the head a little bit better. And it does have a fold over brim. Now, I've gone with a 2x2 rib brim, but to be honest, a 3x3 or a 1x1 rib are both going to work out evenly on this hat. So 4mm knitting needles. I use circulars. Yes, you could do this in on straight needles. I am tempted to write up the instructions for straight needles. We'll see how my brain holds out. Then I've used 2 balls of this yarn. This is a Heritage Kid Mohair alpaca blend, so it's very, very soft and quite fluffy. These were 50-gram balls, so this is kind of a light DK. I was hoping for more of a sturdier DK, but it has used nearly the 2 full balls. If I was to make a pom-pom, it would use the 2 full balls. So there is that. So you will need about 100 grams of yarn for this hat. It will start with one size, but I think I'm going to be able to do this for my partner as well, which will put it up into a larger size as well. So without further ado, let's get on to knitting this hat.
Right, so the yarn that I'm using here is Heritage. It's a blend of kid mohair and alpaca, I think. So what we're doing is we're going to be using it. It's a DK weight yarn, and I'm going to use a 4mm needle. I did briefly consider double stranding it, but after doing a couple of trials on the 4.5 double stranding, it was not working. So ignore the fact that I'm holding a 4.5. I changed to this 4 here. We are going to cast, this is the copper colour. I got this yarn from Skeins many moons ago. It's beautiful. I'm just hoping that it's going to be masculine enough. So we're going to cast on 108 stitches and we're going to join in the round. When we've got our 108 stitches and we've joined in the round, we're going to do a 2x2 rib over the next 30 rows. So that is knit 2, purl 2 on a repeat. You can put a little stitch marker at the start and end. You can pat your beagle if you want to. If you don't have a beagle, just consider that I've patted mine enough to make up for you not being able to pat your own one if you don't have one. You can pat a regular dog if you want, but I just have a beagle on hand. So once we've got these 30 rows, now you can make it longer if you want more of a folded brim, but I've gone with 30 rows here. Now we're going to set up for our actual pattern. So it's a 2-row repeat. So it's really, really simple. There's my little stitch marker. What we're going to do with our 2-row repeat is the first row is just straight knit stitches. Now row 2, we're going to knit 3 and purl 3 on repeat all the way around the row. What this is going to do is it's going to give us the garter rows in between some rows of stockinette. And we're just going to keep working it up until we've got a distance that we want. I think I've gone with 40 rows, to be honest, of what we've got there before we do the decrease. You can do more, you can do less. It's completely up to you, but it's this ladder stitch. When we get to the decrease section at the top, we're doing this crown shaping. The first part of the crown shaping is that we're going to do a row of knit 4 and knit 2 together. This is one that's usually a knit row. Then we're going to do a knit 3 purl 2, so that you may notice we've lost one of our purl stitches in the decreasing. Now we're going to do a knit 3 knit 2 together, so we're knitting 2 what are those purl stitches of the ladders as we go. So following row from that, we're going to knit 3 purl 1, and we're going to repeat that all the way along, and that's going to be the end of our purl stitches, and we've got rid of those ladders themselves. So now we're going to do a knit 2 together, repeat all the way around. That's going to get rid of a few more stitches again. We're now just in the knits because that's the last of our purl stitches being knitted up. Now we're going to do a knit row, so we're knitting in between our decrease rows. Our next row, that is to knit 1 and then knit 2 together, and we're going to repeat that all the way along. Again, we're just decreasing still that crown. You'll just keep going around. At this point, you might want to bring in another needle or move to DPNs. It's up to you. Now you can knit the next row. You may notice all the ladders are gone and it's just stockinette at the top of the hat, which makes it quite pretty. Now we're going to knit 2 together all the way around the row. We're going to repeat until we get to the end. Then we're going to do one more row of knit. That's our last full knit row. You can choose to leave this one out if you so desire. You'll know if you're with your tension what you want to do. Now we're going to knit 2 together and repeat that the whole way around the rest of the row. With the stitches that we've got left, we're just going to cut the yarn with a 15 centimetre yarn tail, thread it on a needle, then thread that needle through the remaining stitches and pull tight. What we're going to do is use that yarn tail, so pull that top section up and then secure it with some stitches back and forth in this area so that it doesn't open up. It does make a really good spot for putting a pom-pom, but this is for my father-in-law. He's a farmer. We're not pom-pomming it. And now we're just going to darn in our ends, and this is our hat completely done. Nice and simple.
So now we've got to the end of this hat, and you can thoroughly enjoy and appreciate all the things. The crown shaping has worked out quite nicely. The shape is overall pleasant, and it's got the ability to be pulled down over your ears or rolled up. Or you could potentially do a double roll if you really want to roll that way. Roll that way. So if you've enjoyed making this hat, YouTube thinks that you're going to enjoy making something like this over here. I'm going to put a playlist of all the knitting tutorials and patterns that I've got down here. And if you want to stick around and see if I ever finish this house, if I ever get around to filming something in a timely manner, or if I manage to, well, let's just face it, if I manage to find a quiet space to record voiceovers that isn't inside the car at the moment, that'll be a small miracle. You can subscribe by hitting the button up in the top corner. I would give Rocky the chance to sign off, but in the time that we've been sitting here, he's gone to sleep in the middle of the car. So I will catch you next week. Bye.